Hey guys, I was ever hanging out. I'm wearing the wrong glasses. I'm wearing the big glasses. Those are my computer where I want to block all of the blue light as much as possible. These are my, do these glasses make me look smart? Glasses. They don't. Let's see. I'm a little late. I'm always a little late, but I was hanging out with toy pups, getting slightly abused by toy pups. Cat is laughing. Hey, Selena. Selena, just the person I want to see. Hey, Trident. Trident Pack says, hey, Trent says, Yogi, you don't need glasses. Looks all right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate hearing that. Uh, Hardy, looks smart. No, I think that's the look of perpetually perplexed. You guys remember what Rumi said? Sell your cleverness for bewilderment. One of my all-time favorite lines in any poem. So, Selena, I had you up and running. I had your live stream up and running today. Tuesday's live stream. And I've mentioned this before, but I was struck again. Hey, MK. I was struck again, struck anew, struck afresh. How good you are at doing what you do. Uh, there's so much joy. You were laughing, but you were so insightful, so intuitive, and so helpful, but so relaxed at the same time. You are good, excellent at what. Saying that you were good doesn't even cover it. You are excellent at what you do. My little prayer, may you reach a wide audience who will be helped and healed by what you do. Hey, MK, how are you? Let's see. Sunny says, Yogi Eric, thank you. You're welcome. Boy, you threw every emoji in the book at me. Friend says, recently I'm studying the Civil War for fun after I get back from work. How's that going? Hey, Princess. Hey, thank you so much for your kind replies on my shorts. Very much appreciated. I appreciate you just being there. You know what I mean? Someone stopping by and uh, letting you know they appreciate what you do. That's big. What a little thing that we can do for everyone. Thank you so much, Nature Guy. Just sent it's based on a gift membership, and it was received by Nature Guy. That's happened, I think, 3 times. I like that. I know that was, you know, not your intent, but welcome. I'm really glad that you're here. Trent says, I mean, the Confederate was the bad side, even though not everyone on that side was on it automatically bad. Here's what I would do. Just me. Doesn't have to be the way it is. Let's not make a side bad and a side good. That doesn't mean that we agree with what one side might have been fighting for. Had they been able to think differently, they would have thought differently. Imagine going to war because, again, I'm not saying that uh, the issues weren't important issues, but they were stuck in one way of thinking, one way of making a living, one way of living a life, and they clung to it. That's not bad. It's just limited. Now, you definitely make a case that slavery is an evil institute. When we talk about that it should have been abolished, no, it never should have happened to begin with. But it was a result of misguided thinking, misguided heart that needed correction, not warfare, because warfare has led to civil wars, led to the mess that we have now. Civil war is actually still being fought in a very subtle fashion. You can't say that we are in a very peaceful atmosphere right now, anywhere. And we never will be until peace is established within, until we establish peace. Hey, Willa says, hi, Yogi. Welcome in, my friend. I appreciate you stopping in, Legendary Princess. This is why, Mother Teresa is someone that I quote fairly often. When she was asked if she would lead the anti war movement, and she said no, which surprised a lot of people. Shouldn't Mother Teresa, of all people, be anti war? And she said no because she would not lend her energy to be against anything. However, if we were to have a pro peace movement, she would join, she would lead it. You see that subtle difference? Hey, Kanoko, how are you, my friend? Kanoko says, I'm here from Japan. Well, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Hey, Country Boy Magic. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Everyone is saying, hey, Sniper, I didn't see you come in. Hey, the Reinhardts, I didn't see you come in either. How are you, my friend? Country Boy Magic says, good day there. Has been a good day. I hope it was a good day for you too, my friend. Nature Guy says, well, I'm glad I'm a member. I'm glad you're a member too. And I appreciate it. I hope you find it worthwhile. I should have done, today's Thursday, right? I should have did a members live stream today. Maybe Saturday. Is anyone here not subscribed to Nature Guy? See if I missed anyone. Hey, William. William said hi. Appreciate that. William said Slow Yogi and channel. What's up, William? Let's see. Trent says quite possibly the most famous general of the Civil War was on the Union side. No, they had quite a few famous generals. Robert E. Lee was pretty famous. Are you thinking Sherman or are you thinking Grant for the Union? Runner Boy says just follow Nature Guy. Nice, Runner Boy. William says, hey, Marlon, how you doing? Don't think I get to fish any redfish before I leave here. Nature Guy says, I was trying to sneak in and surprise you. You did surprise me. I appreciate it. Johnny says, love. We have one word. It's easy. I got you. Hey, Corner Clubhouse. Says, hi, Selena. I don't know what you mean. Kids can't go to school. Willow says, sending love and prayers. Love and prayers to you too, Willow. Johnny says, we continue to fight the Civil War. I mean, look at these people on the streets, the gun violence and the hate. Oh, I got where you're going now. I agree. I agree with you there. Reinhardt's channel says, like and subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate that. And guys, reach out, like and subscribe to everyone. Support each other. So, our friend Trident Pact is talking about the Civil War, and we were mentioning how the Civil War, in so many ways, is still being fought in a very subtle fashion. And there is a way to get past that. There is a way to overcome warfare, but it's not going out and manipulating the world in any way. That's never worked before, so I don't see why we keep trying. Imagine if we did not have thoughts of war, if they just were not present, if it wasn't a viable solution And when I say war, I don't just mean army versus army or armed force versus armed force. I'm talking about war that we have against ourselves. Just the very thought of not being enough is a war against ourselves. And who's never had that thought? I'm not good enough. I'm not a good enough Christian. I'm not a good enough Buddhist. I'm not a good enough yogi. That's war against ourselves. We'll never change it by getting a better job. I'm not saying better jobs aren't good. They're certainly better, right? Hence is why we call them better jobs. Um, Getting a faster car, getting a uh, more accommodating spouse, getting I don't know, hair transplant, getting a new pair of glasses, getting whatever. It's not going to end the war against ourselves. And until we end the war against ourselves, we'll continuously be at war against the world. Here is what's going to end the war against ourselves. And our friend Trident summed it up very, very succinctly. Love is what we need. Love is what we need to realize it's already present. You don't need to search for it. You don't need to make it. You don't even need to find it. You just need to awaken to its presence. Sorry, guys. Bit of a tangent. Because if we can't love, we can't function in society. Hey, Trident, you're on point. Nicely said. Runner Boy says I got my machine up and running for the night. If anyone can play it, it would help. Hey, Runner Boy, where are you? With your watch hours. The Nature guy says now she's got you calling me Nature Boy. It's fine. I can't blame that on Toy Pups. I think it's my confusion with Runner Boy and Nature Guy. Pretty soon I'll be calling I'll be saying Runner Guy, Nature Boy and Runner Guy. Let's see. Trent says, and that's a common sense perspective. I agree. Hey, Daisy. Daisy says, hi, Yogi, and hello to everyone. Daisy, how are you? Daisy, I was talking about you today. Actually, me and someone else were talking about you. We were talking about the beauty of your channel. We were also talking about merchandise. How, man, you have, I would buy a t-shirt. I would love a coffee mug with Daisy May's face on it. It would bring a smile with every single sip of coffee. Hey, Dan. Dan says, hey, Yui, thanks for the offer to talk on Instant the other day. Man, appreciate it. Anytime, Dan, anytime. And if you ever want to do some private breath work or learn meditation, I don't know if Dan needs to meditate because he's so close to the meditation capital of the US that he's probably soaking up the cosmic vibes from direct disciples of the Maharishi himself. Sepa says we need to sort out all the community levels first, but then society will reflect. Speaking of the Maharishi, there is a research phenomenon called the Maharishi effect that aligns with what Sniper was saying. But it starts with individual. It starts with us going within. That when we meditate, our family benefits from the effort of our meditation, even if they don't meditate. If the family meditates, then the entire street benefits. And on and on and on. So if a neighborhood, the entire county, if a county, the entire state, if the state, the entire country. It's also called the 10% solution, studied by Harvard. Places that have the highest per capita of people who meditate have lower crime rates, lower suicide rates, lower depression, lower anxiety. So you're not just meditating for yourself, you're meditating for the collective. Imagine that. The literal awakening of the world, the healing of the world, not just begins with you, it depends on you. Yes, you. You know exactly who I'm pointing at. Sorry, I don't mean to point. I don't want to be rude. Um, and meditation's so simple. I'm happy to teach it. I will teach it for free. I will teach, you know, officially, I am a primordial sound meditation instructor. Now, there comes with other aspects of teaching meditation besides just the mantra or the one that I teach. As well, I teach um, what's called passage meditation and just a very simple breath awareness meditation. Um, I mentioned quite a bit that my format says I can't get anything out of the breath work. Don't know if it's mindset or what. Um, no, I wouldn't say it's a mindset. I don't know. I think maybe if you and I did it one on one, maybe it would be different. Hey, Haps on a mission. One of us says, "Okay, cool. I appreciate it." Did I miss what you put for your hours? Dan says, "Yeah, they need to beam them vibes over here." I'll put in a request for you. Rick Archer, who's the founder of Buddha at the Gas Pump, wonderful podcast, wonderful YouTube channel. Um, he was he hasn't missed a meditation session, practices transcendental meditation. He hasn't missed a session since 1960 something. He was a teacher. He sort of left the movement, but he still lives in Fairfield. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit out. Friend says, love is the softest, unwavering choice to put someone else's good above your own, no matter the costs. It's not a feeling, it's a commitment, one that shows up in sacrifice, truth, patience, and forgiveness. I would agree, just personally, me. I would agree with most of that, except when we realize that there is no good but our own. What's good for us, what's truly good for us, is good for the collective, is good for the individual, it's good for everyone. So we're truly not sacrificing anything because there's nothing to be sacrificed. When we say namaste, we're not saying that the separate individual light within me recognizes the separate and light within you. It is the light within me recognizes the light, the one light, enlightenment within you. So when we realize there's really no self that is separate from anyone else, there's no self that exists that is separate from anything or anyone. How can anything be put above us or even below us? What do we ask? What do we ask to sacrifice when there's just one? But the act of sacrificing, the act of extending kindness um, above all else, helps us come to the realization there are no others. Nice, William. Says it's like breathing or wearing clothes. We have become numb to it subconsciously, but love has never left us. I think Trident will agree. I think one of the most, and I'll read it if anyone wants, one of the most beautiful descriptions in the entirety of the Bible, St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians on love. Just let me know. Happy to read it. I actually was going to devote tonight's live stream to reading some poetry and stuff. Cruising is fun. Cruising is fun anytime. Says, hey y'all, I have to apologize. I did not give you the proper shout out that you deserve. Cruising is fun anytime. Indeed, they show you that cruising is fun anytime. Jeremy and Cheryl, the single best cruising channel on YouTube. Here's why. There might be other channels, and I am subscribed and friends with other channels that put out just the same type of information. No one does it more joyfully with as much fun and connection that they have with each other and that they offer to other people. I don't, I have no cruises planned. I've actually never been on a cruise. I never even thought of a cruise. That'd be something that I would do. I entertain the thought when I listen to Jeremy and Cheryl. But even if I didn't think of it, it's just fun hanging out with them. And they have hearts of gold. Very loving people. Love hanging out with them. I hope you guys love hanging out with them too. And if you don't, showing up one morning. Usually it's about 10 o'clock my time, Eastern time. Thanks for coming in, guys. I know I'm way behind in the chat. I apologize. Gonna take my supplement for the night. Let's see Josh come in. Well, it says when a boy is banned in the chat, and the co-stream have him not reading chat as actively. He's trying to respond to everyone. Excuse me. Hey, Mary. Mary says watching commercials. Thank you. What is hey Kanoko? I apologize, Runner Boy. Josh is totally not bisexual. Says I don't know what he's saying. Okay, 3.5K watch hours, but it's come to a stop. I'm not getting many views on the lives. All right, we'll fix that. I apologize, Runner Boy. I mentioned before, I'm sort of letting the chat. Ouch! My cat just bit me. It was a gentle bite. It was a love bite, but it was still a bite. I'm sort of weaving my way in and out of the chat. That way, it allows me to, talk about all kinds of stuff, or to pick one comment, like Trident's comment, William's comment, and be able to like give it a whole lot. Dan's comment, a whole lot of attention, and then I dive back in or I grab something else. So I apologize. I don't know if it's working for you guys, so I apologize if it isn't. Because the chat's been pretty lively lately. It's been hard for me to. It was hard for me to keep up when it was me, William, Squirrel Sniper, and Eric Lapointe, and Reaper coming in, and now, we have more, which I'm happy for. So I'm hoping to, more energy this way. Plus, you guys get to talk amongst yourselves. Sniper says it's the paradox of love and giving oneself. One becomes more, not less. The apparent diminishment is, in fact, a boundless expansion of the heart's capacity to touch and be touched. Beautiful, Sniper. Nature guy says hi, Mary. One of us says, well, he's asked 3 times my watch time. I feel like he isn't seeing my me type. I did not see you type. I apologize. Eric William says, do not pose the reading of love. I will do so. Yep, we can do some breath work, Willa. All right. Try, like I said, I know you will appreciate this. St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians. Let me find my favorite version. It's actually from Loyola University. Brothers and sisters, strive eagerly for the greatest spiritual gifts, but I shall show you a still more excellent way. If I speak in human and angelic tongues, but do not have love, I am a resounding gong or a clashing cymbal. And if I have the gift of prophecy and comprehend all mysteries and all knowledge, If I have all faith so as to move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away everything I own, and if I hand my body over so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It is not jealous, it is not pompous, it is not inflated. It is not rude. It does not seek its own interest, it is not quick-tempered. It does not brood over injury. It does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. The word of the Lord. Just beautiful. Give me 1 second, guys. You want to hear a beautiful, beautiful quote from Rumi? If you want to know, if you want to read about love, Rumi. No one expresses love better than the Sufi poets. This is from Rumi. The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. Man. Man, we were just rickrolled by Running Boy. Right in the chat, right in the live stream. Well played, Running Boy. Willa says, I will don't start breath work yet. Okay, we'll wait until you come back. She's going to give Rusty the medication. Daisy says, dinner time here. Have a great stream, Yogi. Thanks so much for your support. You're welcome. Always, Daisy. I believe in you. I believe in your channel. Hey, do you guys got a favorite love poem? Danny says, we miss Songahan here. Yeah, it would be nice to see Songahan. I will be happy to read any love poem, because that's the theme. Speaking of that being a theme, and speaking of Sufi poets, that might turn out to be a reading night after all, if you guys don't mind. I've read this the other day. This isn't the one I was going to read. I will. For a day, just one day, talk about that which disturbs no one and brings some peace into your beautiful eyes. Hafiz. Sometimes I think Hafiz does more than just rival Rumi. Hey, Big Al. All right, here it is. The subject tonight is love. The subject tonight is love, and tomorrow night as well. As a matter of fact, I know no better topic for us to discuss until we die. Hey, thank you, Danny. Danny says he likes my shirt. This is a shirt from Umstead 100, 100-mile race. I only got 80 miles. I had to drop out. A little bit of a family issue. The race director called me over by the time it was all dealt with. I might have still been able to finish the race, but I had like cooled down and didn't feel like going back out.
You have
80
to
miles is still a good day.
sent me. Guys, say lover toy pup. Guys, you have to say okay, thank you. Hi, Yogi. We're doing a lover toy pups raid.
Hey, well, thank you. Puppy pack raid.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Thanks,
Yeah, puppy pack raid. Yeah, we're doing a puppy pack raid. I forgot what we're called, guys. We're doing a puppy pack raid.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, Goga inspired us. You know, Goga does this like Goga raid where like we want to raid too. We are doing a puppy pack raid on the Yogi's live stream. Just a yogi doing burpees in his basement. Hi. Hi, Yogi. We came on to show our support.
I appreciate that very much.
We wanted to smash the like button. We
Hey,
wanted to say hi and just show our love to you.
guess who gifted a membership?
Let me see. Today? Oh, I can't see. Who did?
Nature Guy.
Nature.
And
Oh,
guess who received his wonderful gift?
don't tell me.
Nope. Nature Guy.
He got his own?
He got his own.
Oh my, how did that happen? Did he buy a membership or he gifted a membership?
He gifted, and it just ended up that way.
Oh my God, it's so cool how YouTube works. YouTube is like, you belong here. What are you gifting a membership when you should be here? And secretly, I think he's going to love it. And I think he's going to find it actual beneficial. He's going to love it.
I hope so. Nature Guy says, rather ironic.
Rather ironic because I kept telling him to come there, but it's so funny how he was trying to be kind to someone else and he ended up getting it, right?
Yep. It,
We wanted to know what team are you guys rooting for? Are you rooting for the Maple Leafs or are you rooting for a different team?
are we talking about hockey?
Yeah, that is hockey, right? Do you see that?
I think so. Who are you rooting for?
My team, which is Maple Leafs.
Okay,
Even
I'm
though they're
rooting.
not going to win, though. So if the Maple Leafs don't win, then I'm rooting for the Oilers.
Okay, and I'm assuming the Oilers are. Is it Houston or is
It's
it Calgary?
Vancouver. I think it's Vancouver.
Okay, well, I'm rooting for the Maple Leafs because you are.
Yeah, because we're going to be winners. But Yogi, get ready to not be a winner because Maple Leafs always takes us to the very end. Sometimes we're there going for the Stanley Cup as well, but we never get it because they always disappoint us in the very end. But we're going to be positive and we're going to root for them.
And maybe this is the year. You know. Hey, I wanted to read
Hi,
something.
Lynn Journal joined your live stream. Josh
Hey, Lynn.
Yeah. Hi,
I wanted to read
Lynn.
from Nature Guy says that's weird. Like I was trying to help someone and I received my own kindness. You did receive your own kindness, plus I received the gift of your kindness as well. So
Yeah, and see how the energy works, Nature, because you were meant to have that membership. You were meant to be here to learn something, and I am a strong believer in that. I think your kindness is coming back in a circle, and you were meant.
I wish I knew how to do it for you. Hi, Selma. Sino says, thanks, Yogi. You're welcome, Sino. Kenny says, Yogi, I wonder where Josh edits so I can give him some donuts. He's up there. It's starting to lag a bit, Toy Pups. I think we lost Toy Pups.
That's
Not hearing anything. Sorry, Toy Pups. Danny says, nature guy. We'll see if she wants to pop back up. What happened to my mod? It's a good question. I don't know. I don't remember actually unmodding. Maybe it's just because it's been a while since you've been here. Are you saying you are interested in being a mod? Can mod you up for the day. Josh is a puppy yogi. Josh is a puppy yogi. Josh might be the most interesting guy on YouTube. All right, Sap says you are meant to be here, Yogi, and all agree where you are at this very moment in time. It's written because it's real. It can't be changed or steal. Nice stats. Thank you for that message. I like that. Corey says, but I was a mod and it disappeared. Look again there, Corey. It's all an illusion. Big Al, my friend, how are you?
Good evening, Yogi. I'm not having a great day. I woke up in pain this morning with my gallbladder, the gallstones and stuff. I thought I'd jump in very quickly to say goodnight because I know I haven't been in the stream long, but I'm currently going to bed. Because like I say, I've not had a good day. I'm just taking some painkillers and I'm going to go to bed, see if I can get some good sleep.
Sorry that
but
you're
I
in
wanted to
pain.
jump in before going to bed because I normally say goodnight to you. So
You do. Sorry that you're in pain.
no, that's fine. I'm not after sympathy or anything. I just be honest. You know, I'd like to stay in the chat and spend time with everyone, but at the end of the day, I didn't sleep well last night. I'm gonna, like I say, I just take some painkillers now, and hopefully I can get some sleep now, and
Right.
I'll wake up tomorrow feeling a bit better.
I hope so. I certainly hope so. Hey, did you
the
hear?
medication? Sorry.
I was just going to ask you while you're here, because you said you're only going to be up for a minute, if you heard anything from your rugby team.
No, I don't think I'm going to hear from them this week now. I think I'll be waiting until next week.
Okay.
I remember saying to you, it might have been yesterday, may have been the day before, I can't remember. The person who I spoke to hadn't heard back from them just yet. But there's also been a bit of a. We've got to talk about teams because there was actually multiple teams all in the same club.
Right.
So we've also got to then discuss which team I want to join. I want to join my local team. That's what I want to do. But my local team has loads of like sub teams. So that's something to discuss when the time comes.
Right. Okay. I hope it works out exactly the way you would like it to. But I know mainly you just want to play.
I do. And that's the thing that's like bothering me at the moment is I want to join my local team. I'm hoping that all goes ahead. But obviously I'm waiting now for my gallbladder to be removed. And I know that obviously it's not a massive surgery, but the doctor said to me it is quite a serious surgery. It means I won't be able to ride my bike for a while, and it means I won't be able to obviously do rugby for the time being.
How long of a recovery?
I've had 2 different answers so far from 2 different doctors. I'm going with what the says over anything else because he's a surgeon and not to be rude to the other doctor, but he's the one with
Right.
experience. But my actual GP said it's like 3 to 4 weeks. But the surgeon said it can take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. But he did say that everyone's different, and I may decide that I can do certain things. I may take longer than 6 weeks. It's just
Right.
one of those things. I'll apologise. I feel a bit drunk and I'm slurring
That's
a little
okay.
bit. The medication's genuinely already kicked in and I'm a bit drowsy. I
Not a
apologise for
problem.
that. But no, yeah, he said that it can take. Some people recover quite quickly, and I may feel that I can do certain small tasks. But at the end of the day, he also said that I may feel like I need a little bit longer than other people to recover. It's just one of them things.
Right.
So, like I said, I'm taking the 4 to 6 weeks from what the surgeon says as the answer, really, because it does sound a bit more realistic.
Have they pinpointed a day yet?
No, I've received a letter saying that the face-to-face appointment is being booked by the surgeon. So hopefully it won't be too far in the future. I'm maybe thinking a couple of weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks at most.
Right. Okay. I know this is what you want, so everything seems to be progressing in that direction. I'm glad to hear that for your sake.
Yeah, there was one
That's okay.
second, Joey. Sorry. Yeah, I have the letter to hand actually. I'm just going to read very quickly. It says that the next thing in the appointment is a face-to-face appointment to discuss. Forgive my pronunciation of it. But to discuss laparoscopic cholecystectomy,
Mhm.
which I've googled because I like to know what things are before I go to the appointment, and it's to make sure there's no infections or inflammations with the gallstones,
Right.
obviously.
I can understand that.
But that it is explained in the letter that's terminology. It says it is now our policy to copy GP letters to the patient for information,
Mhm.
but the letter is primarily intended for the GP. Hence, complex medical terminology may be used. And it does obviously then say you can contact the department for an explanation. But I just googled it. I googled what is the two words that I struggled to pronounce just then, and that's what it said.
Right.
But it said he literally obviously has everything that I've had done since sort of August, and says obviously I'm physically fit and well.
Right. And that's gonna help with your
And
recovery.
it said that they revealed a gallbladder with multiple stones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
That'll
what did you
definitely
say?
help with your recovery. The fact that you're fit and healthy.
Yeah, I mean, because if you ask me personally, and I wouldn't say I've got body dysmorphia, but I don't see myself in a positive way, mentally or physically. I don't have a good image of myself, and I think that's the same for most people. But I went to my doctor, and I actually said I wanted to go on a diet,
Mhm.
and she said to me, she was like, "You don't need to go on a diet. You're not overweight. You're not unhealthy." And things like that. So it's nice that that's mentioned in the letter. Not that it needs to be. I get why they've put it in there because obviously the doctors need to tell my GP that I am fit and healthy. But it's nice that that's in there.
It is. Yeah. Agreed. My friend Teddy Hicks, who I think you've met here, I showed her book off a few times.
Yep.
That's the main issue with her channel. Her main goal is talking about body image and healing that. Beautiful message. She said she suffered through it her entire life, and all she wants to do is get that message out that you are not the image of yourself that you have in your head.
Yeah. Thank you, Kat, by the way. She's said, hope you feel better, Big Al. I appreciate that, Kat. Thank you. And also, Josh, thank you as well. But that's about it from me tonight, Yogi. As I said, I would stay longer. I would like to stay longer. I'd like to stay in the chat and stuff. I may have you on while I'm trying to sleep, and obviously as soon as I feel kind of sleepy, I'll turn it off. But I won't be really in the chat as much. Although I'll still be here and I'll be listening.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
But as I said, I wanted to jump in and say hi because it's become a little bit of a routine for me now, a little bit of a tradition where each night, obviously, you do this stream and I jump in for, I mean, it's usually for 20 minutes. I don't plan on it being that long every time, but I know I do like to jump in and say hi to you and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Man, I appreciate it because I always like saying Happy New Year's to you.
But as always, Yogi, I appreciate you having me up here. It's been nice to talk to you. Not that we spoke about anything much tonight. We haven't spoke about anything meaningful. But no, it's been nice to be up here, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome, Veteran. And closing message with you, anytime talking about the things that are going on in your life, meaningful for me.
Thank you, Yogi. That's nice. Oh, did you hear? Have you watched? We're both tagged in it in Skit's penis video.
I have not. I'll go and check it out. Thank you for letting me know.
That's fine, Yogi. It came up on obviously on my YouTube like earlier, and I watched it straight away. It's really amazing.
Yeah, that's Skits. Everything he does is amazing. Thanks for letting me know.
I've saved it to my playlist, actually, my favorite tunes.
Oh wow.
So it'll get thousands of views now because I'll be listening to it every time I'm out on my bike and stuff like
that. Yeah, I will be on my way there to check it out after the live stream. Thanks for that, Big Al.
No worries. And as always, as I've said, thank you for having me. I'm going to jump back in the chat and enjoy your evening. And
you too.
Thank you, everyone in the chat. It's been amazing as always.
Get some sleep. Feel better tomorrow.
Thank you, Yogi. Good night.
You're welcome. Good night. Big Al, our good friend. It is somewhat of a ritual for him to come up with a Merry Christmas and then I followed up with a Happy New Year. And I appreciate rituals. Not something to get caught up with, not doing a ritual for the sake of the ritual, but for what it invokes. A ritual is an invocation of magic. Magic can happen anywhere, anytime, between anyone. Flip Up says you're winning. Well, I got Jacob here. It's unfair. Hey, MK, how are you?
Well, Merry Fishmas to you.
Merry Fishmas to you. And we still haven't figured out the follow-up. I'm going to stick with on a happy fish year until we come up with something better.
And a fishy New Year.
Fishy New Year. There we go.
Well, it has also already been kind of a tradition for me to come up, or a ritual, and I haven't in a few days, so I thought I would try to stop by it this evening.
Always appreciate it. Always enjoy having you up there. Cypress says magic is all about using your intent. I'd agree.
And Kat is telling you to stop messing with her internet. Over and over again. She's almost spamming. Hi, Kat. And he changed the profile picture. I'll have to look that up a bit bigger later on.
she did change your profile picture. So no more being confronted with peas.
Make peace, not love. Sorry. Make peace, not war. Make peace, not love would be the wrong approach.
I like
Maybe
this
you
one
would
better.
say mush peace, not war, not love. Don't mush the love. Let the love be. Mush the peace.
Mashed peas, not people.
That's a good one. Yes, mush peace, not people.
Big Al saying hi to you.
Hey, Big Al. And hey, Willow. Good to see you. And
Yep. Willow
I
wants to
hope
do some-
you really are laughing. You really have a very nice laugh. I've heard it a
She
few
does.
times now on your live streams.
Yep, I agree for sure.
And hey, Dolly or Phoenix.
Hey, Dolly. So in a few minutes, we're going to do some breath work. Willow, by request from Willow. If you guys have
Yeah, I've honestly, I should just say it more often. I've kind of been missing the breath work a little bit. Like it seems like it's only been more or once a day, maybe twice a day thing. Like maybe it was just the unusual time when I came in, but
that
the
could be.
first while I was in, it was like every stream.
Right.
But yeah, maybe that's me who's
I try to do it
Yes,
upon
ma'am.
request. So not every time. There might not be a request for it every time. But I
Gotcha.
will do it anytime someone says, even if we've already done it, someone says, hey, I need some breath work, we'll go ahead and cover something. Phoenix says, Zogi, love to you. Love to you too. Phoenix, thank you so much.
Oh, that's okay, Willow. Just know we're here and you don't have to be alone, at least.
Thank you, MK. Big Al's at 221 subscribers. Well done.
Congrats. That's more than I have on any
Yep.
of my channels. I think I've crossed 170 subscribers on one channel now.
Nice.
Yeah, which took about a year. So that's not too bad.
Not at all.
Colby check cheese Burpee Man supporter. Hashtag Jacob Love. Well, hello hello Colby.
Jacob is a huge supporter. The reason why I have 52 thumbs up right now is because of Jacob. That's Jacob Love, Colby Jack Cheese, the Burpee Man supporter. All those Colby J supporter, that's Jacob. Has a mission, and it's just helping people out. He's the kind of guy, he's like you, MK. Just wants to help people out. You're always, anytime I ever see any distress, sadness in any live stream that I do, you are the first person to open your heart and offer to help, offer to just listen.
Well, thank you.
Uh,
Well, you're not really alone, though. You have people who care about you and will wonder if they don't hear about you and who are always willing to listen. You're looking at two of them right now, and I know there's more in the chat. So
this is true.
you might not have anyone physically with you beside your animals right now, but you have some people.
And I think you would agree. Having your animals is pretty special too. I know how you feel. I know how you feel about your cat.
I was just carrying her around in my arms for a bit, and she didn't want to jump down for quite a while, which I was kind of surprised by. But yeah.
My cat's just sitting here looking at me. Hey.
And love you too, cat. Sorry, it took me a while to answer. And hey, Lucy.
Hey, Lucy.
Nature Guy. Toy Pops. There's our laggy queen.
Hey, any special breath you want to do, MK?
I don't know, because there was one that was really good for me, but I don't remember. It was definitely one of the longer ones, but I'm not sure which one it was. So
I was thinking about doing the 4-7-8.
yeah, that's a good one. I don't think it was that, but a similar one. But they're all good.
Okay. You want to stay up to do it, or you want to hop back in the chat? Totally up to you.
Why not? I can stay up to do it.
Okay. We're gonna do 4 rounds. Now,
Oh, hello, Amanda. Haven't
Hey,
seen
Amanda.
you in a while. I hope you're doing okay. I
it
know
has been a
something
little
must have been going on.
Big Al saying hi to everyone. All right, Willow, let me know when you're ready. MK or Willow says, I guess my friend, I guess, and thanks, MK. Appreciate you, my friend. And Willow is ready. So I'm going to guide you through it. MK, if you could do me a favor, and I see that you're ready. Eyes are closed, relaxed. MK has already started with that look of tranquility on his face, and it's just going to get deeper.
Oops.
It's okay.
I guess I was lagging not to. Yes,
Um,
I know. I'm sure Hoya Pops is gonna make all sorts of jokes now.
Probably. So
I guess I deserve it.
MK, if you could go ahead and close your eyes.
Oh, that's really good. Okay.
And relax.
Let me put my phone down to really relax. I think it's better to not be holding my phone.
Sure.
Okay.
Good night, Big Al. And
Good night, Al.
put a
Big Al.
very light focus on your breath. Notice wherever the breath is driving, tip of the nose. Notice the exact spot where you feel the breath as it leaves the nose. Breathing in, breathing out. Every out breath, body gets a little heavier, sinking into comfort, relaxing, releasing any tension. We're going to do 4 rounds of the 4-7-8 breath. Going to breathe in through the nose for count of 4. Going to hold for count of 7. Exhale through the mouth, making a whoosh sound. Tongue on the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. It's a very gentle whoosh for count of 8. Take 1 conscious breath in and release. And on the next breath, we're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let go of the breath completely. Relax in that spaciousness created by that breath. Just relaxing. That very state of relaxation is healing through no effort on your own. Everything heals through the natural process. Allow it to happen. And when you're ready, fully relaxed, responsive, open your eyes, and I'll see you in the chat. Thank you, MK. Namaste, my friend.
Sure. Maybe it was just because I was on stream, but it felt like super short this time. Like at
We
most half of what it is.
we did
usually.
4 breaths. Sometimes we'll do 6, sometimes we'll do 8. Occasionally we'll do 10. But
Yeah. I do remember 10 breaths. If you're saying that.
right. So I thought the 4, you get a lot of benefit from the 4. It's not quite as drawn out. So, something different.
True. Okay, then it wasn't just me.
Nope, it was not just you.
Okay. I was like, oh, what? What's happening? Why is this already full?
I like showing different ways that you can do 4
Yeah.
breaths and get a lot of benefit.
Yeah, I
don't-
mean, that is something you could do anywhere without really having to take any time.
Exactly. And it's not like you're getting less benefit. You know, you're still getting benefit. You still really, one conscious mindful breath can be as healing as 10 if it's given, like what Sniper likes to talk about, if given the intent of healing. If you're not going to heal with 1 breath, you're not going to heal with 10. But that's a hard state to get to. So we do 10 breaths or 4 breaths. Hey, Debs. You're welcome,
Hello,
Willow.
Debs. Well, thank you, Willow, and you're amazing too. Yeah.
Hey, Hawk. Our
I
friend
know you
Jones.
struggle with that, and most of us do. Probably even Yogi at times. But yeah, and you're amazing to me, Yogi. Just so you know.
Well, thank you. I've been upfront with my struggles. Some of my recent struggles, my struggles in the past, some past struggles that resurface. You deal with what comes. You deal with what comes up when it comes up.
Right.
That can be
Maybe
difficult.
being just you is amazing. That goes to everyone here.
Well, here's the thing, Willow. If you recognize MK as being amazing, if you recognize me as being amazing, then that same amazingness has to be present within you, or you wouldn't recognize it. It would be an impossibility because you wouldn't know what amazing is unless you possess it.
Couldn't have said it better.
And I agree. MK is certainly amazing.
And maybe I would add, not only for recognizing it, but to view someone else as being amazing. Like, to just think highly of another person. You have to be a pretty cool person yourself. So that is what I would say.
I would agree. Well, it says,
okay, you're great, Willow. You're awesome. Is that better?
Well,
she said she doesn't like being called amazing, so
I like the expression.
I went with awesome instead.
Amazing. I like awesome. I think awesome's a really good description because I like awe. I like finding myself in a state of awe, and I like looking upon people with a sense of awe. Because just think of,
Yeah.
we've all talked about this before, the miracle of just existing. The odds against it are astronomical, and yet here we are. If that's not awe-inspiring,
Well, then you are awesome, Willow.
so I think that's the goal for all of us here. Learn how to accept our amazingness, even if it's just a little bit at a time.
Well, you're not alone with that. I just want to help people too.
I love that, Shirley. Nick merges them to awesome, amazing.
Well, you all are awesome, amazing, especially you, Willow.
I'm gonna wrap things up, I think, in just a minute or two.
Yeah.
Just about my bedtime, or getting close to it. Deb says, pour into you so you
Oh,
can fill
you
others.
you
Nice.
are very much, Willow. Trust me. I've
Jacob
seen
says,
people go through a lot. I've seen people break, and you are a very strong person. I think the majority of the people here are, honestly.
agreed.
To even be able to come here and open up and be there for others, that's
And ask for help.
like I've kind of seen especially and with people who've been through a lot, I've kind of seen two kinds of people who've been through a lot. There's the one that break on it and or start doing the same thing that was done to them to others, probably as a way to escape or anything. And then there's others like people here, like you, Willow, who even while they're struggling themselves, they're trying to be there for everyone they can. They become the sweetest, most loving people you can imagine. So,
Agreed. Thank you for that, MK.
of course.
All right,
And
so
hey, there's Stuart.
I'm gonna wrap things up in just a
Yeah.
minute.
Sorry, I don't want to keep blabbering on and
No, that's okay. You're
keep
always
you
welcome.
from sleeping.
Shirley says, MK, you got my share of hair. I want it back.
Okay, you could maybe have this much.
I might need to split it with Shirley. I think Shirley.
Yeah,
Shirley can have half.
I need to comb it again, but
What do you think about that, Shirley? You get half, I get half.
but I'm not allowed. I'm struggling, but I don't care. I know,
Sorry. Go ahead.
and I'm still not there completely, but I'm slowly starting to realize that when you also take care of yourself, you do have a lot more to give. So, yeah,
Right.
try to also care about yourself, but being for others is also helping you. So, yeah, in a way, and if you don't do it in the wrong. Anyway, I'll also have to.
Agreed. Thank you, MK, my friend. Namaste. We get some green love and flowers from Phoenix. Thank you, Dolly. So we're going to wrap things up, I think. Stuart says, MK, my brother, two fellow fishermen. Phil says, I don't know how. All I know is I want to help people, and I don't care about myself. So yes, consider yourself people. If you're going to help people, include yourself. It's as simple as that. You are only going to be as instrumental in helping others as you can be in helping yourself. You need to be healthy. Think of it as a practice. Being kind to yourself. You know how much more love you would have to give people if you loved yourself? Because you would find a bottomless well of love that just keeps pouring out and pouring out and pouring out. It's possible, Willow. It is possible. And I think you're on the path. You've taken those steps. Phoenix says, Stuart, good to see you with love and prayers for you. And the awesome, amazing Willow, says MK. All right, I'm going to wrap things up, guys. Getting sleepy. I might actually get to bed a little bit, half an hour early. Half an hour counts, though. It's going to be good. I'm going to see everyone sometime tomorrow, I hope. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. Willow says, I just don't want what happened to me. I don't want people to feel like I do. I just want to help everyone. At some point, I need to realize I can't. You can help yourself. And that's pretty big. Thank you, Erica Point. Erica Point, you are killing the shorts lately. Love them. And man, amazing psychos. Dolly says, Willow, I need to hear your voice and laugh with you. Hey, so Willow, what if you practice just considering? What if you just considered? I wonder if MK is right. I wonder if there's a little bit of amazingness in me. I'm not saying for you to believe it, but what if you just started to consider? I wonder if it could be amazing. I wonder if MK, I wonder if Yogi, I wonder if all these people, I wonder if Dolly and Danny, Toy Pups, Cat, Sissy, I wonder if they might be even a little bit right. You don't have to believe it. Just start entertaining it. Eric Lapointe, well done. Eric Lapointe is 100% monetized today. I'm going to go watch an ad in your honor, my friend. Thanks to all the great people, and especially you know, Yogi, my friend. Thank you, Eric Lapointe. And you did it in less than a year. I love that. That's awesome. In less than a year. Congratulations. Shirley says, Eric LP, you going live this evening? Danny's waving at Shirley. Phyllis says, I know you're both right. I know it's just hard to believe because never been well said before. So don't worry about believing it right now. Just practice. Just practice asking yourself, I wonder if it could be true. You know, we already took a whole bunch of steps to get where we are now. One more little step. I'm going to ask you to practice. I wonder if it's true. I wonder if Yogi and everyone in the live stream see something that might be true. Maybe I am a little amazing. Maybe I can be a little amazing. Maybe they see something. Well, big day for Eric Lapointe, 11 and a half hours, and he's tired, I bet. Shirley says, oh, my Eric, sweet dreams, then. Thank you, Willa. Danny says, congratulations, Eric Lapointe. Hey, guys, make sure you head on over to Eric's and watch an ad. I got his channel up right now. Be one of the last things I do before bed is I'm going to watch an ad. How did I miss your live stream 4 days ago? You're at the mic again. I like sitting at the mic. Cat says, good night, Yogi. Good night, Cat. Hey, Cat, thank you so much for your gift today. It meant a lot to me. Shirley says, sweet dreams to you, Yogi. Sweet dreams to you and to Nick, Shirley. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving us a new word today, too. Hey, make sure you thank Nick. Actually, ask Nick if he minds us using his word. Cat says, I'm a weird, and I'm a weird. Do you, my friend? MK says, of course, will I always. All right. So, we're done. My cat's looking at me. You're welcome, Willow. Let's see. Shirley says, I will, and you make me chuckle. I'm happy to hear that. That means it's a day well done. If you make anyone have a nice little genuine laugh, small laugh, big laugh, you've accomplished something. Phoenix says, how to change credit cards different. Phoenix says, love you, Willow. Willow says, night, my friend Yogi. Good night. Good night, Toy Pops. Someone said you are the winner of likes today. That means I get a banana. You know the saying. Winner, winner, banana. MK says, good night. You are awesome, amazing people. Thank you. All right. You hear my cat? She's saying go to bed. Love you guys.